This is Top Accolade African News Update. I am Soibifa Jagarich. South Africans are voting in the most pivotal election since the racist system of apartheid ended in 1994. More than 27 million people are registered to cast their ballots in a poll that highlights growing political fragmentation after 30 years of democracy. A record 7 parties and 11 independents are contesting an election that will see South Africans vote for a new parliament and 9 provincial legislatures. In power since anti-apartheid icon Nelson Mandela led it to victory at the end of white minority rule. The African National Congress (ANC) is seeking a 7th term in office. Though it is confident of a decisive victory, opinion polls have consistently suggested that the party will lose its parliamentary majority for the first time, forcing it to enter into a coalition with one or more opposition party. There is no direct election for the president. The new National Assembly chooses the president, who is normally the leader of the majority party. The campaign has been dominated by widespread corruption in government, crushingly high levels of unemployment, especially among the youth, deteriorating public services, and rampant crime. The main opposition Democratic Alliance (DA) has signed a pact with 10 other parties, agreeing to form a coalition government if they get enough votes to dislodge the ANC from power. But this is highly unlikely, with the ANC expected to remain the biggest party, putting it in pole position to lead a coalition. It got 57.5% of the votes in the last election compared to the DA's 21%. Inflation, coupled with the falling value of the currency, the naira, has been the major theme for many of the past 12 months. Though Nigeria has been hit by the same harsh economic winds as much of the rest of the world, some of what has happened is a direct result of the policies of President Tinubu, sworn into office exactly a year ago. The new president, 71 at the time, had won a bruising election with 37% of the votes, a result that was then disputed in court. His task was to bring the country back together. He also faced a challenging financial situation, along with concerns about kidnapping and corruption. Amid the pomp and lofty sentiment on Inauguration Day, the president let slip a major announcement. Fuel subsidy is gone. He told Nigerians without giving a timetable for when the policy would be in place or any measures that might cushion the inevitable blow. The decade-old subsidy was costing the nation huge sum of money, which Mr. Tinubu argued would be better spent elsewhere. The statement sent prices of fuel and other items skyrocketing immediately. Annual inflation was already at an 18-year high of 22%, and partly as a result of getting rid of the fuel subsidy, it has risen to nearly 34%. Wages have not kept up. Government has also ended the policy of pegging the value of the naira to the US dollar, allowing it to dramatically depreciate. Whereas 10,000 naira would have bought $22 last May, it will now only purchase $6.80. This has made anything that is important more expensive, and all this has pushed more people into poverty. The mysterious disappearance of an MP in Zambia has sparked arrests, accusations, and a closely watched police investigation. Independent MP Emmanuel Banda went missing from capital city Lusaka in the early hours of Saturday morning in unclear circumstances. He resurfaced late on Sunday night at a farm in a town some 43 kilometers, that is 27 miles, south of Lusaka. Mr. Banda, also known as JJ, has alleged he was adopted. Zambia's Human Rights Commission (HRC), an independent watchdog whose commissioners are appointed by the government, has urged the nation's police to isolate 2021 and is close to former President Edgar Lungu, who lost the presidency to Hakainde Hichilema that year. His disappearance in Lusaka on Saturday, as well as his discovery, was first announced by members of the former governing party, the Patriotic Front (PF), of which Mr. Lungu is a member. In the aftermath of his disappearance, police have arrested Edith Nawakwi, leader of the Opposition Forum of Development and Democracy Party, and civil rights activist Brebna Changala, both of whom accuse the ruling party of being behind the abduction. The pair have been charged with seditious practices. On social media, speculations that Mr. Banda could have faked an adoption for political mileage is rife. His family has denied such accusations. His lawyer, Sakwiba Sikota, says Mr. Banda is distressed and disheartened at the manner in which the authorities have handled his case. He alleged that the police forcibly took the lawmaker to Mana Soko Military Hospital against his family's wishes. Kenya's President William Ruto has reversed the contentious ban imposed in parts of the country on muguka, a variety of the popular stimulant known as cat or mira. The consumption of the freshly plucked buds and soft leaves have been blamed for a rise in mental health issues and increased social ills, including crime. 3 country governors from the coastal region banned its sale and use last week, sparking anger in the area where the crop is grown. President Ruto on Monday said the muguka crop was legal and its sale should not be prevented. Muguka, a cheaper, more potent and addictive variety of the plant, is popular in the coastal counties of Mombasa, Kilifi, Taita Taveta and Kwale. Last week, Mombasa Governor Abdulswamad Sharif Nazi banned the entry, transportation, sale and consumption of muguka, citing its harmful effects especially on young people. Governor Nazi said more than half the people recovering in Mombasa rehabilitation centers were muguka addicts. A similar directive was issued by the governors of Kilifi and Taita Taveta counties, who vowed to crack down on its sale and use. It sparked protests in the muguka growing county of Embu, with farmers and traders decrying the risk of closing businesses due to the ban on the lucrative crop. The ban had gained widespread support from religious organizations to be categorized as a restricted drug. Although the National Agency for the Campaign Against Drug Abuse has not banned muguka, it has classified it as a harmful substance based on the stimulants cathinone and catene found in the plants. That is the size of top accolade African news updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Wednesday.